Well, hey there, folks. How's it going today? Hope everybody's doing really good. Well, today we're going to talk about something a little bit different here. I think this is a very important thing that's often overlooked, and you don't see a lot of information out there about this. Now, we're talking about pick grip. Now, I generally grip my pick like this. Now, I started out doing it, with the fat of my fingertip and just kind of flat. I still do that sometimes. But oftentimes I find myself just, it's like this. It's just something that developed with me over time. I'm not really sure why. That's not really important. But I think it is good to have different, variances of how you angle the pick across your finger, okay? Now, it's just something you have to experiment with. But what we're going to talk about today is this. Now, when I first started out, like I said, I gripped the pick like this, and I was taught to grip it really loose so you could almost pull it out of your fingers. Just kind of stick it in there, and there you go. And I still use that technique to this day. But again, eventually it morphed into this, which I still use a lot. And that's really probably 80% of how I'm playing is like this. Now, you notice that I do have quite a bit of the pick sticking out. Sometimes I won't. I'll choke down on it. And sometimes I'll even just have it so my fingertips in line with it, and I kind of get that too. Gives you a different kind of tone. So here's a little technique that I'd like to teach. Now, when I'm playing, when I first started playing, the pick would wander all over the place as you're playing and eventually get down into the sound hole of your acoustic, and you'd have to rattle that out, right? So eventually I started to tighten my grip up a little bit, but I noticed it would still kind of move. So as I was playing, let's say it kind of moved out that way as I was playing, I would do that to right it, just with my middle finger, really quick, just that move. Now, eventually that morphed into this. I'll play a lot with just the point of the pick. If I'm going to play something really fast or playing really choppy kind of funk rhythm, I'll use the shoulder of the pick, okay? Now, I don't know if you caught that, but all I do is this. It's just that kind of a move, and I pull my finger back, and there you go. And to manipulate it back, I take my middle finger and push it back out like that, okay? So it's just that move right there, boom, and I'm there. Sometimes it's just right immediately, and I don't have to adjust this finger. It's just kind of trial and error, and that's how it is. So that's my little technique to play with the shoulder or play with the point. Now, I'm going to demonstrate something here. Another little, just subtle technique, but if you're flat picking, okay, let's say this is the string and your pick is resting flat on the string, right? You're going to get this thwacky, clicky sound from the pick, right? And there's a lot of resistance there. So, naturally as you strum, if you're strumming a guitar, the angle's changing as you go down. And I noticed this quite a few years ago, that if I just kind of tweaked my wrist a little bit, now I'm playing on the round side of the point. All right, now I'm going to switch it back to the regular flat grip. You can hear the difference, right? And the resistance and the pick click. Now if I tweak it a little bit, the pick rolls over the string a lot easier like that. Now I'm exaggerating that quite a bit. It can be just very subtle. So that's something to keep in mind if you're playing single note stuff. If you're trying to play really fast, just tweak that angle a little bit or shoulder the pick. Now I like to play with the shoulder if I'm playing really fast runs and that kind of thing. So I practice that just unknowingly a lot of times when I'm just sitting around on the couch, if I'm not playing guitar, if I'm sitting at the doctor's office, I got a pick in my pocket, and I'm just doing this, fidgeting. Like one of those fidget spinner things that you used to have there. Kids was playing with a while ago. So that's a good little thing to do if you don't want to annoy someone in the room. If you're not playing your guitar at the moment, you happen to have a pick in your pocket or one laying on the table. Just sit there and watch TV and kind of practice this. So as you're strumming, if your pick is starting to wander on you, you can correct that. It's repetition, and you just got to get comfortable with that. These little moves that I'm doing. Just it'll keep you from losing the pick most of the time, and like I said, it'll keep you from messing up because you can right the angle of the pick again, or manipulate it so you're playing at a different angle if you want. Like I said, just take your pick, noodle with it, always have one in your hand. Good practice. Now here's one other technique I'd like to go over. I see a lot of guys will, there we go, I dropped it, but that's why I don't use this technique. But a lot of guys, if they're playing, they want to start finger picking, right? They'll clip the pick like this, or up here, and finger pick, right? Now I can kind of do it, but this is usually my go-to is this. I clip it between my fingers because it's quick. It's quick and easy to do it. A lot of guys will do that motion, but I will do this most of the time. Now I can still finger pick with my middle finger and this finger, okay? And I won't use this one as much, but I can if I need to. I can do that too. And again, I'm just going to probably, do a quick little thing to get it back. A lot of times it will be up near the ends of my fingers anyways. So I can still use my middle finger and those three, and I can grab that pick pretty quick, to get back into strumming when I need to. So, those are little things you can work on without bothering anybody. And, if your hand's sore and you can't play anymore, you can always work on this stuff. So, again, I thought I'd share that little thing. And again, when you shoulder the pick to play fast, it's good to change that angle just a little bit. And boy, it just rolls across the string. It's not like, like I said, it's not flat snapping the string. You get that little bit of angle, and it glides over the string. And by shouldering it, you don't have so much of the pick hanging down below the string. So if you're string hopping, right, you got to make a lot more motion to do it. If you're playing with a shoulder, you don't have that much. I can string hop a lot easier that way than this way. Okay, folks, well, I just wanted to share that with you. I hope this helps you out. And, again, it's just something I think that's really not discussed a lot. You see guys just kind of go over it, but I don't think anybody really thinks about it, what they're doing as they're playing. It just kind of happens, and eventually you just morph into these little moves, okay? So, it is something to pay attention to. And hopefully this helps you guys out and get you playing smoother and faster. All right, be good. Thanks for watching.